Oh boy, ghost fish. Let's do this. Alright, let's get the first rival fights out of the way. And well, what do you expect? I have a ghost type. Bianca goes down fast enough because of a water type, but Charon, it takes a long time just because he has a grass type. I only know Bubble and Absorb. I would take him out with like 30 bubbles. Yeah, Bubble sucks. It also resists. I can't wait to get something better. Alright, time to fight N. He's kind of like Charon and Bianca. It's literally just, you can't touch me, so let's just move on. Seriously. You never realize how OP a ghost type is until you make one be your starter. Alright, Bianca. She used Odor Sleuth and Tackle, but Tackle got disabled, so her Lily Pup couldn't do anything because of Ghost Body. So I was able to bubble it down, and her Tepig was in the same boat, really. Couldn't really do much, and I just bubbled it down. Ember didn't do nothing. Yep. Alright. Time to fight, Charon. He leads off with Snivy. I Nightshaded down, a couple Nightshades, take it out. Next up's Purloin. I just kept Nightshading because that's also the best move I have right now. Yeah. Ghostfish early level up moves kind of suck in a way just because you never get this thing in the early game. You always get it late game, really. Silent. Lily Pup goes down with no sweats of a crit, then I was actually able to take out Pansage, a couple Nightshades, surviving a couple Vine Whips. Kind of by Charon. He leads off with his Snivy. I lead off with the Flutterfish. I just Nightshaded down. Same thing as last thing. Same verse. It's even more worse somehow. And Purloin is just a Bubble Beam after I get Son attacked. Too much. Okay, time to fight N. Peeta, Bubble Beam one-shots. Next up is his Temple. I get confused. I start Nightshading it down. I hit myself once. It's very annoying. Last up's Timber, and well, Bubble Beams do it in. Yeah, that's how it goes. Alright, time to fight Lenora. I start off by getting a critical one-shot and a Herdy or a Bubble Beam after hitting me with Bite. And then her Watch Octopus to sleep. I start recovering, but I eventually get taken out by Crunches because I kept getting put back to sleep. Curse Body ran out. Alright, back up Lenora. Level 27. Bubble Beam, 2 shots are Herdier, and then her Watch Augments to Hypnosis will actually kill her this time. Time to fight Berg. He leads off with his Whirlipede, and I start Bubble Beaming it down. I eventually take it out, but yeah, he would still have his Hyper Potions on us, which is fine by me. Next up, I just Whirlipede. Dwebble comes up, cool Bubbies did it in. Then I take out Lebanny with 2 Ominous Winds to get the boost. Yeah, I've been getting the boost a lot in this challenge, actually. Alright, time to fight Bianca. Bubble Beam her Herdier down, Bite got, and she couldn't do anything. Next, I didn't learn Brine. Muna, Psychic type, easy. Pignite, easy. The rest of the team was just easy. Charon, beat up and down to 1 Bubble Beam. Next up was Servine. Servine did major damage to me, but a couple Ominous Winds took it out, luckily. Didn't go for Leech Seed or Leaf Tornado, really. That's what was scaring me. That was fucking me over before. Alright, and then his other Pokemon went down pretty easily. Even Lightbird did. Alright, time to fight N. Standout, one shot by Bubble Beam. Same thing with her Scraggy. Ominous Wind, his Sigilyph. By the way, his Sigilyph's also annoying to me when every time I did this. Not only this challenge, but just in general. Alright, time to fight Elisa. She Volt Switches, doesn't do too much damage, because I have Bubble Beam or Emolga, almost kills her, she heals it, I Bubble Beam, almost kills it. Then, she Volt Switches, I have Bubble Beam, and then I go for Ominous Wind, I get the boost, take out Emolga after Zubstruct comes out and Volt strikes me. Then I go for Recover to heal the health as she's switching from Volt Switch, and then I take her out of Zubstruct because I got boost from Ominous Wind. What a battle. Then I fight Charon. He leads off with his Lightbird, lead off with Frillish. Bubble Beam takes it out. Next up is Servine, Ominous Wind it because of Torment. I had to Nightshade it, and Nightshade takes it out. Next up, Pampor, Ominous Wind, Nightshade, you know the drill. Last up's Tranquil, a couple Bubble Beams take it out. I had to recover though because of Torment. And I learned Hex. Time to fight Clay. I got Skull, so I was able to one-shot his Krokorok and his Excadrill, surprisingly. I know I'm like 13 levels over his Excadrill, just surprised I one-shot it. Then Palpitoad took a few Skulls because it's neutral to it, but I eventually took it out. He did heal it though. I literally I basically did all but 1 HP, and I never burned him. Alright, time to fight Bianca. Herdier goes down to a Scald. Next up from Sharna. It survives a Hex, but I eventually take it out. Oh, Pansage. I might take Pansage out with the Hex. Then Musharna's up, where I just keep hexing it to do damage. She heals, I hex it. It's a whole process. Pignite goes down to 1 Scald though. Alright, time to fight N. Volador survived the Scald. I don't get the burn because my luck sucks. Then I take it out with Scald. Next up, Joltik. Skull took it out in 1 shot too. They did most of his Pokemon. It was literally just a 1-shot Super Skull since these are all unevolved first form Pokemon, besides Ferroseed, who resists it because of its Steel Grass type. Alright, time to fight Skyla. Scald 1-shot. I scalded her Boobat and hexed it. A couple hexes took it out. Her Pheasant went down a couple skulls, and last up was her Buana, which I surprised took out with a few Ominous Winds and Hexes, even though Aerial Ace did a lot of damage to me. Or a good amount of damage to me, but I burned it luckily. Okay, that was her. Identified Charon leads off with his Pheasant. I lead off with Frillish. I scald it. He goes for detect. He plays attack shenanigans for a bit. Then I take him out. Next up, Servine hits me with a good Leaf Blade, but I gets Curse Bodied, so I was able to use a Recover as he starts Mega Draining. It's of a Leech Seed, but I was able to take him out with a few Skulls. Next up is his Liepard. Skull took it out easily. And last up was a Simipour, who couldn't do much, but Skulled me back. I recovered to get my health back from Leech Seed, then I started Scalding him, and I took him out. Alright, time to fight Bryson now. He's up with Vanillish. I Scald, almost kill it. Don't get the burn, so I waste all of his Hyper Potions on Frillish. I eventually kill it. This took a bit, is all. Alright, next up is Bear Tick afterwards, and it actually confuses me, but for once, my confusion luck wasn't horrendous. I don't think I hit myself once. He just kept Icicle Crashing me. No, I hit myself one time, that's it. Then he kept Icicle Crashing me. I eventually took him out. Then, when his Cryogonal came, I hit a Recover, then I took him out with Scalds. A few Scalds. He was just... Bryson was just annoying, honestly. Wasn't really that hard. Just kind of tedious, especially since his Pokemon took a lot. Okay, Bianca wants to throw down one last time. Still off for Stoutland as always, and I lead off with Frillish as always, I meant. I Scald it. She barely survives it. She heals. I Scald it again. You know, same story as always. Used all of our restoring potions on Stoutland. I never get the burn, so it never dishes it off. Sage comes out, hits me with the Seed Bombs. Then I hit it with a Blizzard. Then Musharna, Shadow Ball. And then last up's Emboar. Scald it. Or, I swapped Emboar and Musharna, but you know what I mean. Alright, to fight Drayden, and well, that was a Blizzard sweep. I surprisingly hit all 3 Blizzards. Normally I missed 4 out of 5 Blizzards, but hey, I'm fine with it. Yeah. So yeah, that was that. Alright, to fight Charon. He leads off with the Pheasant, Blizzard takes it out, but then Blizzard ability anything does about half to Superior, then takes me out the Leaf Blade and Mega Drain combo, so it's faster. Okay, I'm back to level 85 now. And yes, 85 was necessary. And this time I was able to sweep through his entire team. I even outspent Superior and one-shot it. So yeah, that's the goal. Just overload the hell out of yourself to win. His last Pokemon were nothing special either. Alright, I decided to bite the bullet and get Ghost Fish level 100. So yeah. Here's what we're looking at for the final fight. And oh, by the way, I caught a full party of 6, just so when I'm forced to catch Reshiram, I don't have to put in my party, so it doesn't get forced to slot number 1. This just makes it easier on me. Alright, let's take on the Elite Four now. Alright, Elite Four time, and well, let's start with Caitlyn, the Psychic-type trainer, and it was a Shadow Ball sweep. Yeah, it wasn't nothing too interesting, really. But I think being level 100 is kind of overkill, but this isn't for Elite Four, it's for N and Getsis. Alright, Chantel time. I Shadow Ball, one-shot Cofagrigus, surprisingly, because I thought that wouldn't kill. Same thing with their Dulcet, but it disabled Shadow Ball, which is fine, because her last 2 Pokemon are weak to Scald anyway, so the Skulls took it out. Alright, next up is Grimsley, where Scrafty, I got it to low health with Skull, but it got burned, so it's crunched to nothing, and I killed itself with Burn. Rudao, one Skull did it in, and same with the rest of his Pokemon, I just scalded them away. Yep. Alright, last up is Marshall. He leads off with his Throw. I go for Scald. Scald he kills with a crit. Next up, Sock, who survives everything due to the Sturdy. He used all of his potions on it. I eventually took him out. Next up's Conkeldurr. I one-shot it with Scald. And last up's Mienshao. Scald one-shot to 2. Time for End and Getsis. Alright, end time. First off is Zekrom, and Frillish leads off. Blizzard one-shots him. Next up's Clink Clank. Scald one-shots him. Next up's Scaracosta. It survives because it's Sturdy. Hits me with a Crunch, but good as anything, honestly. Eviolite OP. I eventually have some Skulls and a Shadow Ball. Archeops, I outspeed it surprisingly, and Scald one-shots it. Dorark, Scald one-shots it, and last up's Vanilluxe. Scald one-shots it. Alright, turn up by Getsis. Cofagrigus, I go for Shadow Ball and I one-shot it. Next is Bouffalant, Scald one-shots it. Well, Scald two-shots as he heals, and hits me with Wild Charge. Next up is Electros, which goes for Wild Charge too. Surprisingly, I take it though. Eviolite really is busted. Next up is Bisharp, Skull one-shots it, and next up's Seismitoad, I burn it. So he sets up Rain Dance, and then he goes down the burn, and then I hit his Hydreigon with a Blizzard, and that was Getsis. And that's that. Pokemon Black with only 1 Frillish. And I totally overloaded at the end, because I honestly thought I would need to. Oh well. Guess Frillish doesn't suck as much as I thought. See y'all next time. Subscribe. Bye. Cringy YouTube shit.